Welcome back, everybody, to Football Club Barcelona. So we've changed tactics a little bit. I've had a bit of a think off camera, and I've been doing some testing as well. And this is what we've come up with. So it's back to something quite more traditional. It's similar to the last Pep tactic I did. There's a couple of differences. One is we go underlap one side, overlap the other. That's one big difference. Then here we've got Mezzala support for Xavi's role. That could change, but wing back attack and inside forward support with no stay wider. That's the big difference, because inside forward seems to be starting a little bugged, and it seems to start narrow. Even when it's got stay wider on, it seems to start quite narrow. So he's going to start almost like, he'll start wide like a wide player, but then as soon as we start to build possession, he'll go more central, which is okay as long as he then occupies that wide zone, right? So that's what we're looking to do there. We've got distribution, we've got it set to the defenders because the sweeper keeper loves to just ping it, and it seems to create better chances. We did lose the game against Madrid, but we played a lot better. We created a lot more like realistic Barcelona chances, I feel. So this is how we're going to start. It's still going to be tweaked. This isn't the final. This is definitely not the final thing. I think the centre backs, maybe one of them could go as a ball playing defender to dribble more from defence. They don't ping it. But we're going to go with this as a start point anyway for the last bit of the season. Hopefully we get onto the right track here. So we're going to play Mallorca and Osasuna in today's episode. And we're just going to keep going through the games, I think, until we get it perfectly right. Why would we skip games? Unless they're like, Alche away. Should be winning that, right? So maybe we'll do Granada and Alaves as an episode instead. So maybe we do these two, miss that game, do those two for the next episode. Something like that. The team for today's game then is going to be Ter Stegen in goal, Wagué, Lacroix, Garcia Saraki at the back, and Ndombele, Gavi, Coutinho in the middle, Martins, Fati and Depay up front. Assistant manager says, I expect better. So back with the poacher early on here, this is good. So we win the ball in a second from them over here. And when we do, Gavi to Gelson, and then he's narrow, right? This is like now the Messi role, I guess. He's gone a bit deeper because now Xavi's taken his space. So the wing back is now holding the width in the wide zone. He gets the ball, and he gets it there, and then Depay actually looks for the ball in behind, and he then looks for Depay in turn in behind, which we weren't seeing before, right? That's what we were struggling with getting. Plays it through, and the referee brings it up for free kick, and then we shoot wide. So I'm just going to put shorter passing on the Xavi role, because here you can see we win the ball in this goal kick. Play a nice bit of build-up play here. It goes to the left winger, back into the left back. It works its way over to Xavi, who is positioned pretty well, isn't he? He's spaced out on his side of the pitch like he should be. Gets the ball through. I mean, I don't mind him trying a pass there when they're both the other side of their markers to a degree, but I just feel like that if he did that every time, that'd be a lot of possession wasted for no apparent reason. So I just put shorter passing on him there, because I think there in that situation, when he gets on the ball, if that's not on, if he's got shorter passing, he might look to see this and then actually maybe stop and retain, go back to the CDM, maybe go back to centre back and rebuild the attack, which is what might have been required here. This is a good example as well of don't just take the role at face value and say, X player wasn't that role, he was a this. This is what I mean. Watch Memphis Depay here. So Memphis Depay is a poacher on attack duty. So the ball gets played up to here. This is the situation. Now watch what he does. He drops off of the back line to get onto the ball like a false nine, like a deep line forward, like any type of striker role you would normally put in for him to do this. See, it happens regardless of the role. The players are intelligent enough to still do the correct things. I think if you're taking everything literally on the description and you're not really looking at yourself, that's part of the that can be part of the problem with the match engine. Is it's not going to do it literally. You've got to look at yourself. So that's why I don't subscribe to it. You have to have a tactic that has this duty in this role for it to be recreation of this. Is how is it playing? You know, that's the thing I'm looking at. And Memphis is about to then make a secondary run. Is he in the box? No, not quite. Here we go. To Stegen to Lacroix. Lacroix's going to dribble up from the back, play it into Gavi, to Wagué, to Gelson Martins, who then gives it away. Brilliant. Good start. Okay, so we can win the ball back here. Wagué wins it. We go around to the side of the pitch, which is good to see us, retain around the other side of the pitch here. Eric Garcia to Ansu Fati. Now, guess what? We have an Iniesta run. He runs into the half space. Fati's just dragged the attention of the wide players over here. Coutinho's in there, gets played straight through into the Iniesta role. That was hard to say. And then shoots, keeper saves. Good move. Some lovely ball retaining build-up play here until Wagué eventually ruins this. So you can see, look at the amount of passes we string together here. Try and work it through. Nothing's quite opening up for us. Then we keep retaining. We go across the other side. We like to go across the pitch, which is good to see. Saraki back to Lacroix, back to Wagué. Then Wagué eventually here gets it back and forces something through right there. So what's he seen there? He's seen the striker who's dropped way off the back line. Like I was saying before, like, that's the poacher. Look how far he's dropped off. And he's still been there the whole time. Do you know what? That's not a bad idea, is it? In a real game, if that was the gap, you'd expect him to see that and probably be able to execute that. I mean, you could also go bang, bang, potentially there. You could also go round. You've got a lot of options. I mean, the problem is, if it's once in a while that he does that in that scenario instead of those other options, then that's okay. If he does it every time and keeps giving it away, it's a problem for the tactic. Possession is only 52%, and I don't understand how, because we're playing really good football. Well, I do understand how. It's because we can't get the ball off them. Potentially Barcelona counter-attack here. There we go. Ter Stegen has it. Eric Garcia. Saraki. Pings it all the way over to Gelson, who was actually open, to be fair. Gabi. Ndombele. Switches it across to Ansu Fati, to Coutinho in the Iniesta roll. Coutinho back to Ansu Fati, across to Ndombele. Again to Gabi. To Wagway. Gelson. Memphis. Okay. This is a brilliant move, by the way. We start off with a free kick back here. We play the ball around. We end up switching it all the way over to the left-hand side. Eric Garcia now plays it across to Saraki. And we just keep retaining it. There's nothing really on. There's nothing really on to play through. So we keep the ball. We bounce it through to Ndombele and going back round. That's good. Eventually it comes through to Ansu Fati, who's created the half space run. That's where Iniesta would exploit that. Or the winger himself goes. So if Ansu Fati actually goes himself, can't quite see it. Memphis gets it. And then Coutinho makes that beautiful run there and he shoots and the keeper saves. I think it was offside, but it was close to being a really good move. Possession is at 65% right this second, so we're actually really improving on that. Ansu Fati plays it across to Gelson. Gelson plays it now for a corner. Here we go, then. Saraki's going to get onto it. Saraki plays it to Coutinho. Coutinho to Ansu Fati. Ansu Fati to Saraki to Ndombele. That was a lucky switch, really. Wagway now has it. Swings it in. Memphis across. Ansu Fati, surely. Ndombele. Gavi. Over. I like here. Wagway gets to the ball. Gavi to Memphis. Memphis early and behind. Plays it across to Gelson. Goes across. They clear the ball and that's it. Saraki gets the ball. Coutinho, Eric Garcia, back to Saraki. Saraki into Ansu Fati. Plays it all the way across to Wagner. Don't like that switch they keep doing. Gavi, Memphis to Coutinho to Ansu Fati. That was close to getting through. Getting closer. Or still going apparently. Gelson Martins, Wagway. Wagway whips it across. Ansu Fati. Wide. So 67% possession at half time. We're going to say keep working hard and it will come. Here we go then. Saraki into Memphis. Memphis now plays it to Ndombele. Gives it away for no apparent reason. Right, Saraki gets it back again. Coutinho, Gavi into Galano. Galano right hand side. Plays it across goal. And that should have been a goal there. Here we go then. Ter Stegen with the ball. To Lacroix. Lacroix to Wagway. To Galano. Is he playing into Archavi? Nope. Wagway's going to play it across to Lacroix. Lacroix's going to stay on the right hand side with Wagway. We're going to play back to Ter Stegen. We play it back to Ter Stegen. Then it goes all the way down the half. Okay, Coutinho gets to the ball. Saraki has it into Memphis. Memphis on the outside here. Plays it to Coutinho. Coutinho, Daka! 1-0 Barca! Good football. Looks a little bit like Barcelona there, a little bit. Eric Abidal plays it into Thierry Henry. Thierry Henry then cuts it back and says, "Where's Iniesta?" There he is. And he says, "Where is Alsami Latu?" He says, "There I am." What a goal. 1-0 Barca. Penalty to Barcelona. Memphis with a penalty to make it hopefully 2-0. Yep, 2-0. Absolutely brilliant performance. Absolutely brilliant performance. Not just in the fact that we got the win. The way that we played was much better recreation. 2-0, 3.07 expected goals with the penalty. It's still pretty good. 67% possession as well. Brilliant stuff. I'm so happy with that. That was so much better, wasn't it? That was so much better. Well done, lads. Good win for us. I'm pleased that we went back and had a little rethink about everything. That was good. I was really happy with that. It was at home, and it was to Mallorca, though, so let's not get too carried away, but it's a good start. And there were tweaks in the game that I made as well, so it's not like we just did a tactic and it worked. There were still tweaks and analysis that was required. Look at that, 753 passes as well. That was so much better for so many different reasons. That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'm delighted with that. The changes that we made, roam from position was one of them here. Shorter passing on him. Okay, that was brilliant, and I'll see you in a few seconds then for the Osasuna game. Here we go then. Team today is going to be Ter Stegen in goal. Lazari at the back with Lacroix, Oscar and Saraki. Ndombele, Gavi and Pedri in the middle. Then Gelson Martins, Ansu Fati and Patson Daka up front. I'm going to start instead of Depay. Assistant manager talks about media again. I'm going to go straight on extended, I think, today for this game. So I think we're close. The tactic's pretty close now. This is the most confident I've felt about the tactic so far. In terms of our possession, we've just gone all out on everything. So that pressing's high, tighter marking's been added on. This is, remember, I remember this being a problem. When teams play 3 at the back, it's a huge issue, especially when they play 3 at the back and they play on a defensive mentality. This could be hard to get possession because they'll just keep the ball for ages. And you might have to resort to doing some sort of man-to-man marking job on a 3 at the back. Let's see how it goes though for a bit. They only score early on. Ingueza has it, plays it to Stegen. Stegen's going to give it to Lacroix. We're going to have a lot of time on the ball here. Lazari plays it early into Daka. Oh, that's close. Corner for Barca, plays into Lazari. Played a 1-2. Tapat and Daka. That was nearly a goal. Corner for Osasuna. It's a goal, but it's disallowed. Free kick, Gavi, Lacroix. It's going to be cleared away on the counter-attack now. Can we get to them early? Pedri, no. Somebody get on the centre-back. Come on. Can't leave Patson Daka to press 4. He still managed to win it though somehow, Patson Daka. Lazari into Lacroix, to Oscar. To Saraki into Pedri. Pedri into Saraki. Saraki to Oscar. Oh, this is beautiful football. Come and get it off us, Pedri. Oh, that's not a great end to it, is it? No. Ndombele, no. Oh, what a well-worked set piece this was. I just changed it because a couple of times, if you put the winger to go short on the corner, if he's the one taking it, there's nobody short to play to. So I put the fullback that side on there and made sure the other winger was up and the CDM was then back defending with the other fullback. So I've made sure we always have 2 back and we always have somebody that's short. And this is what happened here. Plays it to Lazari. Lazari into the near post, back to Daka. What a finish, 1-0. Good thing is they're going to have to come after us now at some point. Daka to Oscar. Oscar now plays it through to Ndombele. The Lazari's occupying the wide space really well. Lazari now into Gabi. Lazari, Pedri, Fati, and it's away. Saraki to Pedri. Pedri now to Saraki. Into Ansu Fati on the outside. Dribbles through, plays it back to Saraki. Could use Ndombele if he wants to. Does use him. Ndombele, wide. Late highlight here at the end of the half. Ansu Fati to Pedri. Pedri to Oscar. Across. Nope. Back into Saraki. Pedri. Ansu Fati. What a finish. Now, actually, I think this might be a goalkeeping error. It must have been. It looked quite central. Anyway, beautiful football. Get it into Pedri. I like this little combination over here. Iniesta to Thierry Henry's gone inside. Thierry Henry then plays it into... oh, no, so he shoots, doesn't he? Yeah, it was a bit central, but we'll take it. Sound pleased so far. Demir to Daka. Daka to Demir. Demir's going to whip it in far post. Galano 3-0. Game over. And with that, I'm going to take off Ndombele. Move Gavi back to the deeper role and put Coutinho in. And move Pedri across as well. And that is going to end the game 3-0 to Barcelona. Pretty easy and come from the end. And a good performance again. Nice work, everybody. That was good. We'll say that. So this is how the stats finish. I'm actually pretty happy with this. It's away from home, which we've been bad at anyway. And they're playing 5 at the back. And that's always been an issue to get the ball off with this match engine because they just stay on the ball for so long, as we saw against Atletico Madrid. So that's pretty good. The clear-cut chances, half chances, it isn't great, but we didn't need to. In some games, we may only have like a small number of chances, but we need to make sure we take them in certain games, just the way that I think the match engine currently is with possession football. So as long as in those one-off games that it happens, you still manage to score and win, and we won 3-0 without a penalty, so pretty happy with that. And that is going to do it. And this is the tactic then as we currently stand. Out of possession is maximise on everything. Transition is that, and then in possession is that if you want to pause the video and see that and copy it down if you'd like to. I'll make this available for download obviously at some point, but if you're watching this and it still isn't out for whatever reason, there you are. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. I'm actually really pleased with how it's come along. I think we're in so much of a better position than we were before. Like, it's so much of a better tactic already, and it's more realistic. It's a better tactic and it's more realistic. The jump has been incredible the last few games and this transition to this. And I said eventually we'd get back to like a more orthodox shape. I knew we would. It's just that what you're basically seeing is me basically stress testing the match engine in the things that I wanted to get out of it and to try to maximise what I could get and just trying different things, trying completely different things. Things that I tried last year, like I always try it with full width, full narrowness and everything in the middle. Same for tempo, because I just want to see how it combines and plays differently with different combination of roles and duties. So that's all that was, and it was just a good chance for you to see me stress test it. You know, it was just good for you to stress test it along with me. You know, you could see all the things I was doing and some things you might actually like what I didn't like for what you want to do. So that was the whole point of it. So I think we've got there or close to it. It's taken a while. It's actually quite close to the other Pep tactics. Quite a few differences and it plays quite differently. But the actual base of it is very similar. Right, in terms of we come back next, let's give it a few games and let's come back for Valencia and Espanyol because we're a bit happy with where we're at. Let's get out these out of the way and let's come back for these two. And then maybe that game, because they're the best possession team, And then we'll definitely do the Madrid game. We could do the Sevilla game. I think we'll win the title by then, so that's why I'm thinking of skipping a few. So we'll get through to here, play these two, and then we'll definitely play Sociedad, and we'll definitely play Real Madrid, and we might then leave out the rest. It depends on what happens. But yeah, that's what I think we're going to do. And we'll see where we're at. If things are going well, we could maybe go into next season with it going more into a normal series, but with it still playing this way. But without me having to overanalyze everything all the time. But we'll see. In any case, thank you very much for watching. Barcelona top of the league, and we are currently at 59% possession. We're going to get to the 60. We're going to get to the 60. But thank you very much for watching. See you next time.